iPhone 15's top feature was first seen on Samsung's Galaxy Note 7. Every new iPhone's release is followed by extensive media coverage, a lot of which includes publications talking about the new iPhone's best new features. Some of those features get more attention than others, and a lot of the time some of those features come to the iPhone years after they have already been available on Android devices. And there's no better example of that than the USB-C port. Apple has ditched its proprietary Lightning connector at long last and adopted the USB-C standard because of a new law in the European Union that requires all mobile devices to feature USB-C ports after 2024, which means that iPhone and Android users will soon be able to share their charging cables and adapters. The iPhone switch to USB-C is important. It doesn't just make cables compatible between iPhones and Android devices but also between iPhones and Apple's own products, like the iPad or MacBook. In fact, it seems that USB-C is the most talked about iPhone feature of all time. Mobiles.co.uk did a bit of research to see how much coverage various iPhone features have received over the years both before and after the launch of each new iPhone and found that the switch to USB-C takes the cake by a huge margin. In the month before the iPhone 15's launch and a week after it went on sale in some markets, there are already more than 150,000 news articles online talking about the USB-C connector. In comparison, the dynamic island notch introduced with the iPhone 14 had around 7,200 articles written about it in a similar time before and after the iPhone 14 launch, which is a perfect example of how big a deal the iPhone 15's USB-C port connector is. And yes, you would be right in assuming that some of the coverage makes it seem like the iPhone's adoption of USB-C is the best thing since sliced bread.